John here, guys. Today is the release of the new Radiomaster TX16S MK3. It's been years since we had an update to the flagship line of Radiomaster, but that's because they've been so busy giving us the Pocket, giving us the Boxer, giving us the Zorro, giving us the new TX15S. But some of these people that have seen these releases coming out may have been wondering why, if you're more used to a full-size radio like this TX16S custom Johnny 5 version that I have, why can't we have an updated version?
When, Lord, when? When's gonna be my time?
And they have finally given us that with a lot of the quality of life improvements seen on the more recent releases. And we're going to go through all of the upgrades that they've made to this line. For one, they have a totally redesigned handle system right here that fits very flush. Now, even though this is the max, they've gone to a plastic handle instead of the CNC aluminum one. I actually kind of like that. If you're flying in the cold and you have it sitting on your lap, the metal does tend to like freeze your lap. This is kind of nice for me, but some people may not like that. They do have the full size battery bay at the bottom. I have 2170 cells in here, but you can also fit 18 650s or Radiomaster's large size battery to get extra flight time. Of course, the full size JR module bay. And if we turn this thing on, look at how much they've increased the size of the power button. That thing is gargantuan now. I love that word. I so rarely get a chance to use it in a sentence.
You know, I've always liked that word, gargantuan.
And of course, like the recent models, this has the full touchscreen, but we're going a little bit bigger here. Now we have upgraded to a full 5-inch size touchscreen. You can see next to the recent release of the TX15S, look how tiny this touchscreen is in comparison. I actually don't mind a smaller screen for my daily driver because I don't really fiddle with the settings too much anyway. But I will say that updating settings on this tiny screen is a little bit tricky if you have old eyes, and this is a dream. Very nice, very legible. It has CNC buttons all around, including the little scroll wheel that we're all used to. It also has the LED AGO2 brand new gimbals that we first saw on this TX15S release. Now, another thing that flagship users of the TX15 have been jealous of some of these more recent releases is a foldable antenna. This antenna is fixed, which when you're putting it in your bag can give it a little bit of danger of breaking it off or having it not just make the overall radio a little bit taller. But the TX15 started having this foldable antenna. This one has a foldable antenna that's actually even more flush. I love this design. It's my favorite antenna design probably ever on a radio. You can tilt it forward like we first saw on the TBS Tango, and you can tilt it down. Now on the sides, you have these leather stitched signed grips. You can see signed on the side are the embossed leather Radiomaster logo with the color matching stitching, just so supple and beautiful. One of the things I missed switching to the TX15S and even the Boxer as my daily driver radios is I missed that supple leather on the side, and now you can finally have that again if you want to go to this radio.
Something that says Leather Daddy?
Oh, is there such a thing?
Now, front to back, the dimensions are very similar to the last generation, but they have made some changes to the grip. The overall grip shape is really much more like they went with the Boxer and then on the TX15S. And I actually do find that slightly more comfortable. I find that when I put my hands on the radio the way that I hold it, my pinky just rests on this little grip on the back just perfectly. It gives you a very nice purchase on this radio that you're just not going to slip out of your hands. Now, I will note that in order to get your finger right there, you do have to extend this little handle. So if you're used to having it on your lap, just keep that in mind. I usually have it on my lap, but my legs slightly spread apart, so it's not a problem for me. In addition to that, it also has the 6 position buttons across the front that you can assign colors to, like we saw on the TX15. So you have the LED gimbals. You can change the color on these LEDs just like you can on this one. You have full switches all the way 4 across the front. You got the knobs on the front as well. Then you have 4 across the top. I only use 4 switches, so something like the TX15S is perfect for me, but a lot of people, especially those RC airplane guys or people that are flying things that are maybe not for racing and have a few additional modes on board, they're gonna love this switch layout. Comes with your neck strap, of course. It's just a beautiful radio, a beautiful evolution of this signature line. Now, are you gonna need to go run out and upgrade? If you already have something tried and true that you've been running for years, I don't think this is like an immediate throw everything away. But if you have a radio that doesn't have Express LRS on board, or you have one of the older generation internal Express LRS modules like the Boxer, this has the dual band Gemini on here. So you can connect to traditional 2.4 Express LRS receivers or the dual band Gemini or the 900 megahertz. So that's going to give you a lot more versatility. That might be worth the upgrade as well. And if you do have some crafts that are not already on Express LRS, you can leave the internal one on there, and then you can throw on your Crossfire or Ghost or whatever kind of module that you're still running. I really like that on this new design, the leather hand grip goes all the way to the back. If you look at the original TX16S design, I believe this is a Mark II, you can see that you have leather on the side, but on the back, it's this sort of plastic. It's 2 separate pieces to grip your palm and your fingers when holding the radio. But in this new design that is much more like the TX15, you have your grip go all the way to the back. So you get that same supple leather that's going to go on the palm of your hand and right onto your pinky, like you're sipping a delicious glass of high society tea. And let me tell you guys, the tea, this is going to be the new thing on the block. Now, I don't know exactly how much this is going to cost. I'm guessing probably $300-400, but if you want the best and you want to be future proof for many years to come, this is kind of the thing. Again, if you have a tried and true that's working well, if you have the TX15S, I don't think you need to immediately go out and upgrade unless you like the form factor of a full size radio, and a lot of guys do. Some of the top racers that we would see at events, Min Chan, Evan, and a lot of the other top guys all still run full-size radios, and they've been lagging behind in some of these features, and now you can get caught up and have the ultimate. What do you think in the comments, guys? Are you going to upgrade your radio, or are you going to stay? For my daily driving, I'm probably going to stay with the TX15S, just because if it's my hand the best, I'm used to the smaller form factor. If you'd seen me at an event for the last couple of years, I probably had the Boxer with me, and this is the closest equivalent with all the modern features that you can get for that. It really just depends. And now Radiomaster has become the one-stop shop for any of your RC radio needs, because they have any size, any feature set, and any price points covered all throughout the range. Thanks, guys.